Okay, this is the first test of my new microphone. Hopefully the camera's on. We'll see. Bumpy roads, take the shoulder. More bumpy roads. As you can see, the winter's been a little harsh here. The roads have pretty much turned to crap. Even the roads that, you know, don't have potholes all over the place, the seams in the road have really come up. So as you're driving, you're going bump, bump, bump. There's another one. Some areas are really bad. Here's some more cracked up stuff. And believe it or not, this isn't the worst. I mean, you wouldn't believe some areas. Even, like, I was on 94 a couple days ago. And man, and even I-75, there were some small areas. Boy, it just knocked the hell out of you. I mean, you're going 70, 80 miles an hour, and you hit one of these areas that lasts for maybe 500 or 1,000 feet. You start to wish your mother never met your father. Anyway, this microphone I'm using right now, it actually has a battery in it. I guess to amplify the sound, make it better or whatever. Anyway, I saw a guy on YouTube had it. He recommended it highly. And then when I went to find it on the internet, it got some really good reviews. So I bought one. They shipped it out in a few days, and here we are. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. I saw one guy on YouTube that used the little sponge deal on a microphone and also put some feathers around it. And his recording came out pretty good. Right now I've got the sponge deal on this one that came with the microphone, and we'll see how that works out. I know on a bike it's really tough because of the wind noise. We'll see how this works out. Be interesting to see how the microphone picks up the engine running. You got a turn here with a 35 mile per hour limit, so 50 sounds about right to me. It's one thing great about this Bergman 650. It's kind of a do-it-all bike. It's probably the most comfortable bike I've ever owned or ridden. The only thing you gotta worry about is the CVT gonna blow up any minute. But it is what it is. It rained here most of the day. I can see on the satellite at home on the internet that we had a little break here for a few hours, so I figured I'd take this camera and the new microphone out and give her a test. And I had to drill a hole in the waterproof box the camera goes in to get the microphone in. So that kind of shoots the waterproof deal. I can always buy another one. Another case, I mean. Not another camera. But then again, you never know. I might buy another camera too. Maybe hook up two on the bike. Ooh, there was some gravel. You can feel those wheels rolling over it. One thing you always got to be careful on a bike is when you're in the twisties, you're not twisting through some gravel, because you can not only can scare the hell out of you, if there's enough of it, you can go down. And I didn't want to go down. I've kept it upright for 50 years. I'd like to die saying, well, I never went down. Pretty amazing though how many people do go down. See the holes in this road here? They are. I heard on TV that the Michigan's looking for, the legislature is looking for some revenues from somewhere to fix all these roads. Now see these right here? See how this is all busted up here? I've seen areas like this, I kid you not, with 6-8 inch holes in them. I mean, not 6-8 inches wide, I mean 6-8 inches deep. There's a house right there I looked at one time. I was going to buy it. And I decided to build my own. It was in my stupid years when I followed the, well, I didn't follow, I was one of the first ones of the boomers to build a McMansion. The only smart thing I did was sell it well before the crash. And I made a lot of money on it, so enough to get a free condo anyway. And that's where I live now, in the free condo. There's a bunch of condo assholes who worry about what you're doing and writing letters. tell the condo association that you've been a bad boy. But when they break the rules, it's like, you know, big deal. I should start writing letters on everybody over there that breaks the rules. They're on my ass right now because they think I'm running a motorcycle dealership out of my garage. Actually, it's this one guy who's on the board who lives across the street. I think he's jealous because he hasn't worked in 2 years. He's a real shithead. Hopefully I got everything turned on here, the camera, the microphone. Yeah, it looks like the microphone's on. Hopefully the camera is recording a video and not a still picture. This is kind of new to me, so I'm not sure about pushing all these buttons. Especially when it's on top of my head. I gotta say though, with the video quality of these GoPro cameras, pretty impressive. See a lot of stuff, people, you know, climbing Mount Everest is one, you know, jumping off mountains with these suits they wear. Looks like a flying squirrel, or a, you know, parachute type thing. Pretty cool stuff. Not for this geezer, but for those young adventurous types. I had a Cadillac just like that one time. In fact, that was my first luxury car. Way, way back. I was in my early 20s. And again, maybe it was the mid-20s. I liked it though. It was white with this beautiful black leather interior. This thing just floated down the road. I mean, I love that car. I wish I kept all those cars that I had back then. All the Corvettes, the Cadillacs, the motorcycles I had, my first bikes. I wish I just stored them all in a warehouse. You never know what's going to happen, though. With all that stuff I had back then, I mean, I had a 54 Corvette. I practically sold it for nothing. That was probably, I don't know, 40 years ago. I paid about $4,000 for it. Kept it for a while, I sold it for $4,000. If I'd have kept it, I could have sold it for $50,000. I had a split roof Corvette that I bought for like, I don't know, 6-7 grand. I think I sold it for about 8 grand. Or something like that. Maybe less than that. I don't remember. But I made money on it. If I'd have kept it, I could have probably sold it for 40 or 50 grand. Just parked it in a warehouse, put a dust cover on it, drained the gas out of it, could have sold it for 50 grand. Maybe more. Actually, maybe more than that. I didn't have a lot of miles on it. We're back to Heidenreich. Which means this wonderful video and test is about to end. That was Manchester Estates, the gated community. The houses look impressive in there. But I looked at them, the worst floor plans I've ever seen. I mean, just god awful. That said, it's hard to get a house right. You build a house, you buy a house, you live there for a while, you wind up with a bunch of, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. And you do another one, you fix all that stuff in the new one, and then you wind up with screw-ups in that one too. So to get a house just right is not really humanly possible, I don't think. It's kind of like life itself, I guess. It's not meant to be perfect. Solve one problem, you create another. Sometimes you solve one problem and you create 2 or 3 more problems. Well, we're back home. People stare at you when you got this camera thing on. I don't know why. But they look at you when you're on their bike too. But the camera thing definitely draws attention. I never look at anybody with the GoPros on their head or the, on the side of their bucket or whatever. All right? I just don't think much about it. Of course, I've watched a lot of that stuff on YouTube. Well, that's it. We're home. There's the collection. There's the trailer. There's the toolbox. There's the compressor. And there's my backup 650 Bergman. And that is about it. So let's see if we can turn this thing off.